Hey, this is Doc over at Cobalt Property Management. Today we're talking about Senate Bill 6091 that passed this 2026 legislative session. And we're just going to call this bill the Pocket Listing Bill. What our state legislators were trying to accomplish with this bill was prohibit a real estate agent's ability to market a property, whether for sale or for lease, to a specific group of people and not to the general public. Sometimes we call that a pocket listing, where you have a property that you have an agreement with a seller to sell and you look for that particular buyer without putting it out to the general public. Now, there can be circumstances that the seller actually wants you to handle the sale of their property that way. There are circumstances where they want that level of privacy. But what our state legislators have said is the only reason that you can exclude the general public when marketing a property for sale is for health and safety reasons. Outside of that, any property that a licensed real estate broker puts up for sale or for rent must be marketed to the general public and all other real estate brokers. Now, how does this affect the property management world? Well, it doesn't really affect us all that much. We invest into other platforms that syndicate out to the websites that prospective tenants are out there searching on. So an MLS isn't that integral to our ability to market to find potential tenants. However, what this bill does state is that, hey, even though you're looking for tenants, this bill does state that we must, as property managers, market properties to other real estate brokers as well. So we accomplish that by inputting all of our properties that are for rent that syndicate out to all the sites looking for the end user, the tenant. We are now marketing the properties to other real estate brokers in our area. Now, our local MLS really hasn't been used in that fashion, which is why it's very rare for a property manager to use our local MLS in that way. We find that real estate brokers that are out helping buyers and sellers buy and sell are not the same people that are helping tenants find rental properties. However, with this change, the Department of Licensing now requires us in the state of Washington to input those properties into our local MLS. So, on the scale of 1 to 10, 10 being super important, 1 being completely inconsequential at all, this bill is like a 2. It really doesn't affect our clients. It doesn't affect our exposure. It doesn't affect our ability to do our job, which is marketing and finding quality tenants for our properties. However, it is more significant on the real estate sales side, because gone are the days of somebody being able to list a property for sale and try to find that buyer themselves, even if their owner wants them to do it that way. Now, if you're selling a property, you must open that property up to the general public, unless it's a health or safety concern, and to all other cooperating brokers in your market. I'm Doc at Cobalt Property Management. If we could help you at all with any of your residential real estate property needs, rental property needs, please feel free to reach out.